No Limit Sports Live is back for week number 3. We got Key, we got Drew, we got me. We're coming for you for some high school football. And guys, what a week. We had some a 4-time defending state champ get underway. We had a thrilling win for Maury, and that's just is the tip of the iceberg for the action tonight.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yes. This is one of my favorite seasons so far. All of the action, all the state, we've got the state champs, everybody played today. Phoebus, nice to see them on the field today. I went over there to see them versus Denby, even though they were heavy favorites. I just wanted to see them back on the field. Glad to see everyone. Then after that, we checked out the live.
Yep.
Saw Dom. Dom was at the at Maury. They had probably the game of the year. So yeah.
Yep.
We got, again, your chance to drive the conversation. Hit us up on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, the WTKR page. Leave what you want to talk about in the comments, and we're going to get to them. And the first one, guys, we got Cox destroyed FC per Alex 757. Cox getting back on the winning side tonight.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, honestly, that's going to be a real stepping stone for them. Stepping back into, I guess, that winning attitude. Everybody's finding that way for themselves early on, whether we talk about tough games or the ones that was already meant for them. I'm really excited for the Falcons. I'm excited for the losing the opponent as well, be able to see what it is they need to work on, see the things that they need to kind of bring back together so they can, I guess, bring a better performance, better attitude, better camaraderie as they roll into next week.
Well, we saw Cox fall to Bayside last week, so that was obviously they really, got things together, were able to get back to
Yes.
Definitely good. Everyone's chasing green run in the beach, though. I think, we saw that tonight. Bayside falling to Kempsville. Kempsville looked good tonight.
Yes. Definitely a surprise team this year. The beach is definitely wide open, even though we haven't seen Green Run, play any of the top teams just yet. But I think it's going to be a real fun season in the beach. I really don't see any heavy favorites right now up there. Like the top dog, I don't think Green Run is too far from number 2, 3, and 4. So I think anyone could be anybody. I think Bayside, Cox, Kempsville, Salem, Tallwood might sneak up and catch somebody also. So I like
Tallwood.
I like what we seeing from the beach this year.
Yeah, you never know. And it's one of those things, from where I stand, guys, is like, all right, someone's got to show me they can beat Green Run before I bet on anybody else, right? Make sense?
Yes.
But Salem, I like how Salem looks like. We saw Romello out there showing those games, and they look good tonight. Salem looks good.
Yeah, so, the beach reminds me of the Big 12 in a way. Like it's like just like a mixture of. You have the top dog, but then it's just a mixture now. Like this year, just remind me of the Big 12 so much because anybody. I just feel like this year anybody can beat anybody. Like Bayside can beat Cox. Cox might can beat Salem on a good day, or Salem might beat Green Run. It's like everything is new this year. Green Run had all those star players, leave. Virginia Tech, Pitt, they had just had a lot. Kason is gone, so it's like everything's real fresh this year. I think it's for actually all over the 757.
Yeah.
It's pretty fresh this year in high school football, as you can see all these close games.
No doubt. Well, and a big night. Let's talk where you guys were. Not a close game. Phoebus looked like they picked up where they left off. We just saw the highlights from Wade, but you guys were there for pretty much the whole game. So tell us what you saw.
Well, honestly, hold that for me real quick. It was good to answer a lot of questions, though. A big thing for Phoebus is both of their lines, offense, defense. We want to make sure, or just to see if those things are able to be kept up the way that they have in previous years. I know Coach Blunt and his staff does a really good job of bringing kids in, developing them, and bringing them into the system. I really like what I saw from Phoebus's offensive line and defensive line. Blocking on the edge, those guards. Not all the way upfield, but actually moving, pulling guards. They're mobile. These guys are getting after it. On defense, the same type of energy is following along and to give that offense that position of a field that they need. It's really, really good. And then from there, offense for the Phoebus Phantoms, they're really good at getting at that run. Of course, you see with Davion Roberts last year, now they got Tyree Diggs, who was number 2 to him. He did really well. 3 touchdowns on the night, and this was before the half. This was really good for them. So, again, Phoebus, they did, sit down for these 2 weeks that we just had a little bit of fun. But it's seeming like they're really able to warm up into that identity of offense that they know for themselves. Defense followed along. They look really good as well. well. Gave up 7 points, I believe, if Denby didn't score by the time I left. They did pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I think that they'll really be good.
Yep.
Peninsula District-wise, it's a lot of talks with them as far as state competitors in some of the bigger games. But as far as what they have right now, I think that them, Phoebus will have a pretty good time measuring out the opponents that they have coming up this season.
No doubt at all. What'd you see, Key?
So same thing. Just continue to have a strong trenches. Phoebus.
Yeah.
The last 5 years they done had that. Just
It's kind of their MO, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like physical football.
For sure.
Even they're known for their linebackers being really good. Their running backs and their line. So they look like they just came in and same thing, just new faces. That's all.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I don't want to veer away. I mean, it was a great deficit in that game, but just to give a shout out to the Patriots for continuing to, push that thing forward. You got some guys that they still got to mold into this thing and really find that true identity that I've been talking about for these past couple of weeks. It's really, really important. But, shout out to Denby. They had a really good goal line stand against Phoebus until Tyree Diggs scored. I think right there in that 10-yard line, it was at least 5 to 6 plays. I mean, hard-nosed trenches and a few calls that kept them out of the end zone as well. So I just want to give a shout out to Denby for continuing to push. They did see some light with Jaron Evans connected with Kevin Parker early on in the first half. It was just, you could see some real wheels rolling for sure.
Lots of teams lose to Phoebus, guys. No shame in that. Well done to the Phantoms starting at 1-0. Our guy, Brett. How you doing down there at Tech, Brett? He says Windsor 3-0, and I'm glad you brought up the Dukes. We visited with Windsor, guys, the week of the season. The seniors hadn't finished any better than 2-8 in a season. 2-8.
2-8.
They're 3-0 after a win tonight.
Awesome.
So the Windsor Dukes are coming for you. Great job. Congrats to the Dukes. And you know what? They've seen numbers. The coach out there, Coach Benjamin Dubois, great guy, has them going in the right direction. A small town feel. Everybody comes out. It's kind of like Texas, like varsity blues football.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, good for them. It's really, really cool. We were talking preseason about which teams are going to hop up and surprise and maybe get more wins and take that next step. Windsor is on the map. I drive through Windsor every time I go see my kids. Everyone else is going to learn where Windsor is too, because they're 3-0 and they're not done.
Absolutely. I mean, nobody wants to continue to see, and I'm not saying that that's usually where they are. Nobody wants to continue to see teams at number 8, number 9, lower in the ranks. We like to see a little bit. And me and Key was talking offline, and this is probably one of the most exciting seasons that we're rolling into early on. And I'm honestly, this is a trend for those teams that are looking to build and create a new culture for themselves. They need to hop on right now. I mean, it seems like it's happening for those teams who hadn't seen that much light, and whether they came out with the win or just showed that competition. I mean, the small wins. I mean, we had two teams this past week, celebrate just getting a 2-0 win and things like that. So it's levels to it, right? So as you level up and you start to put these things together, count up those small wins just like they are 3-0. Next thing you know, if they keep pushing, 6 is in the right in their front window and so on and so forth. So that's how it works.
I'm excited to hear that. So bad.
Absolutely.
And that's how it starts, 1 week at a time, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. I told Drew, it's any given Saturday, any given Friday this year.
Yep.
Even teams like Norview, Manor, even Denby, like you said, we were watching the game. Denby, they was kind of
did some good things.
Yeah, they were doing some good things. Like they had a lot of missed opportunities, beating themselves. But like I say, it's Phoebus. Of course, like heavy favorites, you can't make mistakes versus Phoebus. You can't drop passes versus Phoebus. Miss open touchdown. Like you have to play. Yeah, you have to almost.
They will correct it.
Yeah, or they will. Yeah, like you said, they will correct it. They will. They'll be up 21 before you know it. So yeah, it's a lot of. I think we're gonna see a lot of parity this year.
Yeah, of course, our Phoebus and Verino on the collision course. We saw the Blue Devils win 58-0 at Norcom tonight. So, is that going to happen? Loving the comments, guys. Thanks a lot. Keep them coming. We got one from Amy. Did Granby play tonight? The Comets did play tonight, falling at Churchland 37-18, keeping it closer than I think a lot of people thought it might be. But Churchland, they're 3-0.
Churchland 3-0. Again, I talked about it. Got a lot of coaches over there that we love. Honestly, they've been talking about this all off season. They haven't been too loud, and I think that's one of the keys to it is just, get in that lab and put in that work. And honestly, when the times and the Friday night lights come right, it'll be able to show everything that you worked for throughout that time, off season, and on season, of course, rolling into it. So, I mean, I'm really happy for the truckers and, you know, for them to keep on pushing that. I mean, honestly, that's all it takes. Again, we talk about that momentum, that morale, that camaraderie, that team, the leadership. It seems like they're finding the pieces that they've been longing for since, you know, the group of guys like Brandon Hillman and the guys. Yep.
Well, and you guys will appreciate this. I mean, Amy wanted to talk about Granby. Let's talk about their first 3 games of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. I don't think you're going to find many teams, in the state, Maury maybe, but who had a tougher 3 games of their season, right?
Yes.
Started out against Indian River, then had Dinwiddie, and tonight Churchland, and Churchland's on the rise. So, I mean, Granby, another team that, hey, you might be on 3, but you're by no means out of anything.
Yes, and you know, Eastern District always scheduled tough out-of-state games. Norcom just played TJ.
Yes, they did.
And they played Verona. Both might be favorites inside of their classes. So, like, the Eastern District, for sure, like, they, even though they have the lowest teams in their district, but they always schedule good competition. Norcom does it year after year, and Granby, you know, they do what they can. But, yeah, scheduling, I think that was a good scheduling Dinwiddie, you know, and coming off losing guys like Iman Cuffey and you know, a lot of seniors that they lost during 2025 this year. So, you know, I just think it's really good, you know, getting that out of the way early.
Big holes to fill.
Yeah,
no doubt at all.
For sure.
So Granby 0-3, trying to bounce back. Meanwhile, we got Philly J here. Nobody's beating Indian River, says Jay. And so far, Jay's right. They won 28-7 tonight over Great Bridge. They had a week off last week, I believe. But they are in a tough southeastern district. I mean, but I won't say they're going to lose to anybody. But I mean, I also don't do the whole prediction.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Cover. And that one though, Oscar Smith, Nansemond River, Kings Fork, Indian River, the top of that district. Western Branch is 3-0 too. But Indian River looks good. They look good. And they looked really good in their opener against Granby, had a week off, come back tonight, get the district win at Great Bridge.
It's really, I mean, honestly, the Braves, and shout out to the Braves, they deserve to have that excitement. You have a young guy coming in, you could be looking forward to this type of excitement for the next 4 years. It seems like you found that guy, you know, not to compare their team to anybody, but it's kind of like that Jaden Daniels effect, you know, poster child coming in and being able to make things happen, especially regular season. We're looking to see how that goes because, that, again, Indian River doesn't fall short there, right? They make it to the postseason. So, again, it's all about seeing what it looks like for them at that time. That's not to speed up the process or speed up the clock. They still have to work to get there, but I'm looking forward to see what that looks like for them. They have all the rights to be excited, right?
Yeah.
But you make that sure that excitement goes towards the right places. Absolutely.
Yes, like you said, I always told him over the years, no disrespect to any previous Indian River quarterbacks, but they were always a quarterback away. They always had the defense. So now, like this year, they still have the defense, and now they have the quarterback. I'm just ready to see their first test against Smith. I think is
that's next Saturday.
Yeah, that's next week. Yep, that's where we're going to be. We're going to be there.
That's next Saturday. That's going to be a big one. Some other people, AJ Green, I think is
he's going to be there. Yep,
absolutely.
So we're going to have more on that next week. But that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah,
that's going to be a show.
Yeah.
And that's going to be probably one of those tests for these two teams.
Yes.
That'll start to sort out what this district's going to look like. But that's going to be a good one. Oscar Smith, Indian River. We got Jen, Warhill guys for the win. Yeah, we're going up to the Bay Rivers there. Warhill, Jamestown coming off that first win of the season. Hat tip to the Eagles.
Yes.
Great job there. I think they said it was their first win in like 743 days.
Yes.
But can't go back to back. Warhill has always been tough. They get back on track after that loss to Lafayette. They win tonight 56-16.
Man, so just coming on, and I think this is the week after the Battle of the Burg, right?
Yes.
Oh, all expected, right? And you see what Warhill did and things like, again, we talked about it. That's what this type of hunger can build from those type of games. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, teams have to go through that moment of noticing that they need to rebuild, they need to go back to the drawing board, things like that. So this is honestly, like they said, a lot of people say right now, I feel bad for any team that had to play Maury or Oscar Smith after week 1.
Yeah.
That was kind of one of those things when you come out of these big games, Hampton versus Phoebus, back at that time.
Yep.
Whatever games hold that type of weight, I mean, honestly, trust me, that team going into the next week, they're going to bring it. They're going to bring it. No matter what the competition is, you're going to see a different level of ball from those two teams, and that's just how the game works.
No doubt at all. Remember, you guys can tell us what teams you want to talk about, what topics you want to talk about in the comments, Instagram Live and Facebook Live on WTKR. Moving right along here on Instagram. Let's see here. We got Churchland, another Churchland one, and again, 37, if you're just joining us, 37-18, a win over Churchland. Eastern District doing its thing.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to talk about Churchland. You know, they just came off a win before this one, versus Bethel. And 2025 Bethel is not an easy win. So they go.
That was a good game, too.
Yes, that was a great game. And they play Maury next week, and I think that's going to be a really good matchup. It's going to be a good matchup. I think Churchland can go athlete for athlete with a lot inside of our area.
Yep.
You know, they're undefeated. You know, they had a lot of off-season hype to them. You know, they got a couple transfers in.
I like that quarterback, too.
Yes, the quarterback, Logan Wynn. Logan Wynn is our guy. Since youth football, he's always been a guy. Like great relationship with his dad. You know, we have a great relationship with his dad. Always talk to him. You know, chop it up. You know, here and there. So like, I'm just excited to see those guys. They work hard. You know, Churchland's never out of it. Like they always, just like Norcom too. Also, like both of those schools are always in it. Like they're always middle of the pack. Like you can't sleep on them, or you will definitely lose. But I'm excited to see what Churchland has, you know, in store for the rest of the season. And we were just talking about Warhill. The class 4 is definitely stacked. Like the 4A, I don't think it's going to be too. You know, I think Phoebus got it too easy this year. You know, Warhill is in an easy win this year. Churchland is definitely going to you know, give some teams some trouble in the playoffs.
Absolutely. And you know, a lot of these teams, they schedule like this to get ready for the playoffs. This is a district win for
But this is the best I don't know, unless I am tripping, this is the best I've seen. Or the schedule has always looked as good as it does, but now these teams are hitting different. If that makes sense. It's really exciting to see all of them. And even the ones that's coming off of 2 win seasons or 1 win, 0 win, literally to see their come up is like Cinderella story right now. Honestly, it's really interesting to see this thing happen.
It's fun.
And seeing the ones that are just competing. So, absolutely.
And it's a lot of fun. Moving right along here, Joe is not going to let us get out of here without talking about the Commodores showed championship pedigree tonight. Dom was at that game. I was at that game until the game-winning field goal. Sorry, everybody. We had to get back and get this show together. But yeah, I mean, the ebbs and flows of a football game were evident in that contest tonight. We saw Maury jump out to the 14-0 lead, 21 unanswered by Bishop McNamara. Maury buckles down, goes down the field. Domo Everett scores his first of 3 rushing touchdowns, forces overtime. 35-35. Then they must have made a defensive stand, and Charlie McCoy kicks the game-winning field goal. So what a win over a team that, they hadn't had a winning record, but if you look at that conference, I mean that conference is amazing. They're in the same as Gonzaga, as DeMatha. So they play those good teams week in and week out. That was a gut check tonight for a younger Maury team, and they passed with flying colors.
Yes, they did.
Bishop will easily be, you know, a top 10 team in our state. You know, they just played Gonzaga. Like you said, they played all those, you know, good private schools. So it's easy to say, that team is bad because of their record, but they actually play like super team, like really, really good teams, you know, every single week. You know, and like I said, I applaud Domo Everett. You know, he's been, the first 3 weeks, like, they've been real nail biters. Like, he's been put up to a challenge. He's only a sophomore. He's only a sophomore, and he's going against, you know, the best of the best. Just faced maybe could be possibly the number 2 team in the state last week. You know, kept his composure after throwing a couple interceptions, but he just, you know, he's just finding ways to win. You know, and you know, Maury doesn't have like the talent they always had. They don't have 7, 8 nationally ranked players on their team this year. You know, it's all coaching. You know, they all coming together, and they just, you know, it's just a chess match. Like Dom said on live, like it was a great chess match tonight on the field.
It sure was. 3 games so far for Maury, decided by a total of 8 points. To your point, they're 2-1 in those games. 1-2 in a row now. Like you mentioned, the Verina game last week, which was fantastic win, I thought, on the road. And then, man, coming back tonight, being down, I want to say they were down with less than 3 minutes to go, and coming back and doing that, I mean, what a win for them. I think they're off next week, and then they catapult into district play.
Well deserved.
But I'll tell you what, hat tip to Maury because they really are showing that, hey, we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Shout out to those guys to be able to keep their head in these tough times when they really have to lock all the way in, all 11 guys, maybe even all 22 or 53, whatever it takes. These guys lock in, and I wasn't there personally, seen a lot of games from Maury last season, but just watching through this live right here, watching Bonnie Wiggins line up for the OT, you can just feel like, I mean, these guys are locked in. I mean, they knew exactly what time it was, and to be able to have that, for guys to be able to come up together at their lowest. Hey, I mean, you got you a good team. The guys that keep fighting, and that's what those guys showed week 1 going against not Gonzaga, Cardinal Gibbons, in the same way with Oscar Smith. So again, hats off to those guys. They pulled it out, and I mean, honestly, I just want to thank both teams, even McNamara, for just giving us such a great game.
It's a college game tonight.
Oh,
That's
my
what it
goodness.
felt like, a college
oh
game.
my goodness, it did something to me, man.
Yeah.
Such a great game.
Great job, everybody. Let's see here. Brandon said Bayside, much success always. Bayside falling tonight to Kempsville. But here's the thing: they fell down big, then they really clawed back. They're not quitting or anything. And do you guys think tonight's game, I think it said more about Kempsville and their ability to win than it did that Bayside lost?
Absolutely.
I always tell Drew, Kempsville has one of the best coaching staffs. Like, they always find a way to be, in there, in the conversation.
Yes.
Like when they upset, I remember they upset Cox. Was that last year or the year before last? I remember they upset Cox in playoffs, and there was a low seed, and they kicked the game-winning field goal. They got Josh Hawley, and they, they always they just one of those surprise teams in the beach.
Yes.
They definitely surprised everyone in week 1 against Salem.
Yep.
It was a close game. Everyone came in thinking Salem was just going to blow Kempsville out, and Kempsville was always there. So shout out to that coaching staff.
Hey, popping over to Facebook real quick. We got about 2 minutes left. Terrence wants to talk Norview, another Eastern District team looking to make a little bit of noise and get things going.
Well, I mean, honestly, so they just came off of a loss last week playing against wasn't a Peninsula District team?
I'm looking to see. They played Woodside tonight.
They played Woodside?
I'm looking up that score right now. Terrence, just
and so
bear with me
them
here.
being a token towards Denby's, confidence booster a little bit. I know some things that they wanted to get back to the locker room and get back to the drawing boards and do as well. I'm looking to get out to a Norview game, get a little bit more of a feel of what those guys are doing over there and who they're play calling towards, right? And be able to get a little bit more insight because again, I'm hearing a lot of noise from the Norview people and Norview fans, and I think it's again right now at this time everybody deserves the excitement. But of course, again, where's that excitement going? What is it looking like? So we'll see what it looks like for Norview coming up. I'm excited.
Terrence had a reason to be excited. A 26-6 win by the Pilots over Woodside.
Oh, there we go.
So great win there by the Pilots. Terrence, thanks a lot. Yes. Shay wants to talk about Phoebus. We talked about, you guys went into pretty good extent about Phoebus too, but winning tonight 49-7 to get their season underway. Let's see here. Shay, you can rewind as soon as we're done here. We're going to have this post so you can hear our discussion on Phoebus, trying to get to all you guys here.
So we got to talk about one more team.
Go, don't wait.
Hampton High School.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hampton High School, they're looking fantastic. I can't wait to see them for the rest of the season. I'm not sure what they have next week, but I'm really confident in these guys. I'm very confident in these guys this year. The quarterback, MJ Chapman, he's looking great. They put up 60 today.
Yeah,
against
60-13, is that what it was? Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Against Mitchville, threw five touchdowns. I think MJ threw 5
Did he
touchdowns
really?
and rushed for 1. But yeah,
he's having some numbers, man.
Yeah.
And 5 when they went against Lake Taylor as well.
Oh, that was a shootout, 40-34.
Yep.
Like Taylor won tonight. They went up to deep run and won up in Richmond. So
shout out Lake Taylor. There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's getting that get back. Yeah, absolutely.
Like you were talking earlier.
Yes.
About exactly. Like coming back out.
We
saw Verona do it too against Norcom.
Come on.
Man, they got Hampton got a lot of weapons. They still got they got a lot of guys. Davion Perry. The Maury Boyd. They have a lot of
Casey
people.
Lassiter.
Casey. They have a lot of people that. A lot of kids that no one knows their names, but they will soon. I'm really excited to see them in a big game, so one can actually see Hampton on the big stage because they really slept on this year.
I like how they had their hands down.
Yep. There'll be some good PD matchups, no doubt at all, guys. We gotta let the staff get going and get out of here. But hey, if we didn't get to you tonight, please keep coming back. Please give us your thoughts and your topics. You guys make this thing go. We want you guys to be as big a part of this as we are, so please make sure you keep it up. We're going to keep retooling with this thing and keep it going. But, Key, Drew, thanks a lot for being with us as always. We're going to have so much to talk about next week. We have that Indian River Oscar Smith game, but so many more good matchups. So hope you guys will stick with us.
Tomorrow.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much. This has been No Limit Sports Live. We'll see you next time.